hopes of being reunited with their parents after the war and who must face the dangerous journey of exile. It is the story of thousands of children who left and would never return either to their homeland or to their homes, to the true mother country of family. And it is the story of children who found themselves lost and alone in the world, with no one to embrace them or point out the way they should go. Remember Me is the collective story of the Children of Morelia. Some 460 children between the ages of 4 and 17 were sent from Spain to Mexico in an attempt to escape the terrible ravages of the war. The children traveled under very difficult circumstances to Veracruz in the summer of 1937. The Ibero-American Committee for Aid to the Spanish peoples oversaw the logistics of getting the children out of the country. Carmela Gil de Vasquez and Amalia Solórzano, the wife of President Cárdenas, were the driving force behind the effort. The adventures of Marco, Isabel, and Ana Alcalde are of course a tribute to the Children of Morelia, but they are ultimately a tribute to all the children of the Spanish Civil War who were sent to safety and exile in the Soviet Union, Belgium, the United Kingdom, France, Argentina, and Chile. They had to leave behind what they loved most, their parents, and in many cases, they were exiled forever. My hope is that Remember Me pays homage to the exiles of all wars, to those who have lost their homelands to the brutality of human violence. Prologue. Madrid, June 20th, 1975. My hands shook with the letter I had just received, postmarked from Mexico. The memories of the sad, exciting journey of my childhood returned to remind me that, at the end of the day, I belonged nowhere. I wiped my tears with my shirt tail and studied the sender's name, Maria Soledad de la Cruz. That girl had stolen my heart nearly 40 years earlier. For a long time, I had tried to convince myself I was a Spaniard, that my time in Mexico had been a kind of daydream. I had awoken from that dream as abruptly as the bombs had started falling over Madrid in the summer of 1937. I had gotten used to the black and white city Franco's followers ran like military barracks for nearly 40 years. So used to it all that the memories of life in Veracruz, Mexico City, and Morelia were no more than distant, imagined ghosts. They were Don Quixote's loquacious deathbed visions after the entrance to his library had been sealed shut. I had spent the intervening years remaking my life, and I had a job I loved. I had inherited my father's printing press. For so many of us, the Civil War had taken health, property, and existence itself. For me, it had also ripped away the future. I thought about Maria Soledad de la Cruz's eyes, which still shone out bright from those eclipsed years. They were so black, the light disappeared in her pupils, but came back out through her thick lips in the first stolen kiss, there in Cointio. I opened the envelope and read the short letter with a lump in my throat. Then I looked at the small black and white photo hidden in the mustard yellow envelope. It was the same girl with black braids and pearls for teeth. The one who had taken up shop in my heart and who reminded me yet again, being fully Spaniard and fully Mexican, I could lay claim to no homeland. I still could not forget it. It was my bounden duty to remember, like my mother told me that day in Bordeaux, the last day of my old life and the first of a journey I never could have imagined. Part 1. Bombs All Around. Chapter 1. The Search. Madrid, November 14th, 1934.